You are now listening to or watching the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, and if you aren't, you can head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to us now. Or head on over to Drib on YouTube and watch the video version as well.
And if you'd like to stay up to date on when we're releasing a new episode or any other fun information about the podcast, you can give us a follow on Instagram at It Takes All Kinds Podcast and on Twitter at ITAK Podcast. That's ITAK Podcast.
Without saying much else, we hope you enjoy this episode.
Oh, I like that. And you know why I like that, Gavin? That's because this is another episode of the It Takes All Kinds podcast. Gavin, what day is it?
We're recording this on May 2nd, 2022, and you'll be hearing this on Friday, May 6th,
There you go. There you go. That's right. That's right, everybody. We are here despite all odds, against everything. We are here today. Now, you're probably wondering, you're probably looking at your screen if you're watching or even if you're listening, you're like, what is going on? So, the sad news is that Gavin has COVID. But
And we had to do it on Zoom.
we'll get to that in a second, okay? Just let me take over, okay? You know, we had some discussions, you know, we had some arguments because, you know, I really think it's important. Well, we both think it's really important to do in-person episodes, but we came to a compromise because, you know, we both think it's really important to do these in-person episodes, but, you know, with Gavin having COVID, we obviously couldn't do that. So I was like, there's no way in hell I'm doing another Zoom episode. So the compromise we came to is that we would still do it in person, but on Zoom, because obviously I can't be in the same room as Gavin. So we are actually at the same hospital right now. I am just in the lobby right now while Gavin's in his room 207, right down the hall from me, actually. But I can't go see him. But we're still in person. We're in the same hospital and everything. So we thought that was important to do that. And see, what was that? I have to leave? They told me I could be here, though. They just said I couldn't be in the same room. But they said I could be here. So, like, what's the problem with me being here? I just, like, don't really understand. We fucking got you guys. And now we're at the funeral. Dude, I can't breathe in these damn things. That's why I never wore one.
You're telling me, dude.
I can't breathe in them.
I'm glad I had that line going into my mouth.
Right, let's kick the energy up, guys.
All right, pick it up.
Pick it up, come on.
Pick it up. Pick it up, guys.
Pick it up, everybody.
Well,
wow, we are just like, when does our Emmy come in the mail?
I think the thing is that I could play Gilbert Grape. I could have played Gilbert Grape in What's Coming, Gilbert Grape.
You could have been Gilbert and I could have been the Grape.
Yeah, but Leonardo DiCaprio could not play me.
No. Leonardo DiCaprio,
Playing Gilbert.
He'll never play an old man.
He's never going to get old.
Is What's Eating Gilbert Grape about Gilbert Godfrey? Is it like a documentary?
No.
What's Eating Gilbert Godfrey? Because it was actually a disease.
No.
That was what was eating him, and that's why he
croaked.
Bruh.
So, Gavin, let's cut the shit. You actually do have COVID.
I actually do.
Again!
Well, it's only been a year and a half since I last had it, so.
You're going for the three-peat, I heard.
Yeah, I'm
Just like
trying to see how long I can go.
I'm just trying to see how much more
No,
of this I can
honestly,
take.
I started to feel like shit on like Tuesday night,
Right.
and then Wednesday woke up and I was like, wow, everything sucks. So
Yeah, last Tuesday, not Tuesday in our future.
Sorry, this was like Tuesday.
By the time you guys are hearing this, Gavin will be out of the woods and over the bridge and through the grandma.
I'll be out of the woods. I'll have trimmed my bush. We'll be good. Yeah, and then it really, I felt like absolute shit on Wednesday. I had like a migraine, and it was none of my meds were working; they were kicking in, and it was just, it was kind of, I was also kind of getting hard to breathe and stuff like that. So, cough and snotty nose slowly started to come into play, and that's where I'm at right now. I just kind of have a cough and a snotty nose. It really wasn't like as bad as like some people could have had it or have had it in the past. Definitely isn't as bad as the first time I had COVID, but
Right.
this didn't feel any better.
Because
Don't know what.
because you weren't vaccinated the first time. Because before the
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah, I wasn't vaccinated, but I also haven't got my booster yet. So,
right.
so
That might be why it's maybe a little bit worse than like other people are saying they've had it.
well, and also I think that's another reason why I might have gotten it was just because I haven't gotten the booster. And the thing is that I wanted to. It's just I always wanted to make sure I had nothing going on the next day.
Right,
And
right.
every single time that I had something, every single time I was thinking about going, I was like, oh shit, I have something to do the next day. So it made it kind of difficult.
That's kind of how I explained it to my parents because they were like, he wasn't boosted. And I was like, well, yeah, I think it was literally just because it just, there was never time.
Never
to
a
do
time
it.
for, right. And then it was like, who knew what I mean, you can make up excuses, but I should have I can make up excuses all day, but I should have just been boosted and I wouldn't have this problem. So.
Sure, but you still could have gotten it either way. Who knows if
Yeah,
that
I don't know.
was the nail in the coffin or not.
I don't know if it was I don't know who gave it to me or if people just think that now it's just seasonal allergies. Because I did it first. I was like, oh, this is probably just seasonal allergies.
Right.
But has not worked out like that.
But
so
everybody around you has been healthy. Everybody that you were in contact with before has been healthy. We recorded last week's episode on a Sunday, which somehow I think might have been a blessing in disguise somehow. Even though, if Sean and I would have gotten it, we would have been fine too. But both of us are fine. Gavin's family's fine. And
yeah, it was funny because last night Sean asked me to go out with him. He was like, oh, he was like, do you want to go out to Shake Shack? And I was like, I have COVID.
Right.
and he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I thought I texted in the family group chat, but
I literally talked to him about it too. I called him.
Yeah, I guess he must have thought that I was going to be out of quarantine by then, but that wasn't the case.
I called him. Maybe I can't remember if I told you this or not, but I called him because I was re-listening to last week's episode. Was that real?
Yeah, no, I muted it.
I thought you were doing like a fake cough or something.
No, that was real.
You could cough, dude. I guess you gotta.
I'm not coughing, and I'm not coughing.
You have to because then people won't believe you.
I muted it, so.
So
you were talking to Sean.
I was talking to Sean because I was listening to last week's episode, and he said a funny joke that you might have acknowledged, but I definitely didn't because that was my first time hearing it. And so I had to call and tell him that I thought that joke was funny, and I didn't even hear it. And then I asked him about you. But the joke is that when we were talking about the Doors, and I brought up Ray Manzarek, who's the synth player for the Doors, or was, I said Ray Manzarek, and Sean goes, "Oh, the wrestler?" Like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
And I didn't hear it whenever we were recording, and I heard it after. I'm like, "Oh, that's amazing." I'm like, I don't even know how he was quick. He was quick on that one too. So I had to call and congratulate him for it.
You won the joke. He won the joke plaque of the night.
Best joke of the month.
I think that we should start giving out awards.
Let's do it. At the end of every year, we'll give out awards. We'll just copy what Office Hours does, and we'll just give out awards. Other people do award shows. They copied other people. You know what? Fuck that show.
I'm sorry. Do you work for them, or like how do you know how much?
Okay, we're gonna have to scratch this from the record. It's great. I love the show, and I work for the show, and I love it. I do love the show. I'm just making a joke. Gavin, one thing we didn't talk about last week, because I don't know if it had happened by then, but Elon Musk bought Twitter. What are your feelings?
Okay, so I've seen conflicting reports on that because I think he was going to use like half. I think he was going to use like half of his real money and half of like equity in Tesla stocks. And whenever the announcement came out that he was basically going to be selling Tesla stocks to afford Twitter, Tesla went down, so I don't think he can afford Twitter anymore.
I didn't know
bubble
that.
Popped. Yeah,
The butthole popped.
The butthole popped. Yeah, but I don't. If he is, it really doesn't affect me too much. I don't think about it. I mean, I use Twitter daily, but I can't. I really feel like, what am I supposed to say?
How can you say that, dude? How can you sit there and say that? I love Elon Musk. No, actually, I hate Elon Musk, and I hate that he bought Twitter. I'm all red about it. Yeah, I don't. Who cares? Like, actually, who cares? Why does it matter?
It's actually kind of crazy how much money it cost, and also
Right.
like how much money he has just in general to be able to do that, and like still have plenty of money to, it's not like all of his money. That was like a fraction of his wealth.
Right. And I don't want to be that guy and say the corny thing to say, which is...
He doesn't actually own all that money.
No, it's... He should actually use that money for something good.
Yeah.
Why does he actually use that money for something good? Which is true, but it's just
You should use it for good.
I'm just so tired of General Grievous. I'm so tired of hearing people... I'm just tired. I just don't give a green fuck. I don't care. I do not care. I don't care that he bought it. I don't care about poor people. No, I don't care that he... I mean, yeah, of course I think he should use his money to buy things that aren't, social media companies. But, nevertheless, I don't... It doesn't change anything about my life. It doesn't do anything good or bad for me. I mean, I don't... It doesn't matter. I don't know why it's...
This is why Truth
thing.
Social's the one. That's the place to go.
That's right. Let's get to our first ad. Guys, today's episode is brought to you by Truth Social.
The brand new social media website coming from your former president and current president, Donald J. Trump. Here's a couple testimonies from current users of Truth Social.
There's too much going on. Hold on. Sorry.
Here's a couple
Read one of those testimonials.
Well, I remember whenever I was trying to let everybody know about the truth of Q and let them know that everything that was coming out of Q's mouth was real. So I was trying to tell it to the world on Twitter, and Twitter found out I was talking about that, so I had to turn it. So I got banned. They turned me off of it. God damn it. And I ain't never had anything like that before. And I tried to get banned on all social media accounts, but I just couldn't do it right there.
Social media accounts. Well,
Let's hear another testimonial.
All right, here's another one. This is coming from Bobby J in Atlanta, Georgia. Bobby, what do you have to say about Truth Social? Well, when I was down there, when I was at Twitter, it never worked for me once. So I just couldn't figure Twitter out. And so what I decided to do is I just started posting racial slurs all day long on Twitter because I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what was going on, so I thought I'd get somebody's attention by saying a bunch of racial slurs and stuff. And, well, he got me banned right off of it. So I said, fuck that, and I started using Truth Social. And it's worked for me ever since, and I can say whatever the hell I want. I'll say any racial slur any goddamn day of the week.
Now, one thing you might be wondering is... What, you're changing from one private company to another. How will we know that you won't get banned off of Truth Social? Well, this is for all of the non-PC.
for all the non-believers in Donald John president, all those people, they
Burn.
belong on Twitter. And you might be wondering, well, what am I supposed to, what can I say on truth? Anything you want. It could be, you could read truth, you could join the
Share
community,
the truth.
share the truth. Donald J. Trump is on Truth Social. I think that's all you need to know about Truth Social.
And how many times has he posted?
Twice.
You get to see everything that's going on with Donald John president. He posts every day.
He posts every day, and he lets everybody know what he's doing, just like he did on Twitter.
He loves being on Truth Social. He's not coming back to Twitter. Even if
Elon bought it.
Even if Elon Musk gets it, never gonna give out on it because he loves the truth. We want to thank Truth Social for this.
For sponsoring today's episode.
Guys, if you go to truthsocial.com/ittakesallkinds, you can get $5 off your next Truth Bucks. Buy whatever you want in the gift shop at the Truth store with your Truth Bucks. Back to the show.
Well, Carson, I finally finished this semester. You can play that. You can play the angelic sound. I made it to the end of this semester. By the time you're hearing this, I will have finished all of my finals, and then Saturday I'll be graduating.
Unless you fail.
Literally impossible at this point.
And how is that?
I did good on the exams.
Did you do good enough on an exam of this next class that you are for sure guaranteed to pass?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, he's done, folks.
I'm done.
And Gavin, what was all that worrying about, huh? See, now when you have the perspective that you have right now of being done with school, now when you're looking back on it, because you have the vision of the end of the semester, when you look back on the rest of the semester and think about all those times you were freaking out, having anxiety, was it all worth it? That was your decision to have that anxiety.
The thing is that, it's all relative, Carson.
I have relatives. Some of my relatives are dead.
Mine too. No, honestly, I think that this semester, I think it was a very unproductive anxiety, and I think next semester I'm looking forward to seeing how I can kind of channel that energy into something more productive. And staying focused and not spreading myself across like 5 or 6 different activities every day.
Right.
And dreading everything I do. So hopefully next semester it goes well. It's crazy because I have a class every single day, and I haven't had a class every single day since high school. Actually since middle school. Yeah, next semester. Since middle school, because we had classes every other day in high school.
Oh, true. But
So
you have the
I
same class every single day?
I have the same class every single day.
Or is that
Not
a
at the
new
same time
scheduling
either.
thing? Is
Say
that
what?
is that a new scheduling thing?
That's
that
just
they're, like,
that's
implementing?
just the nature of the class.
That's
It's been like that for a couple years now, I think. But that's cardiology and pulmonology, baby. I love the heart and I love the lungs.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. And
When
then
I went
next
out with this-
spring I'll be taking nephrology, which is another fun little
The
course.
study of fucking corpses. What's nephrology?
That would be
again?
necrology.
What's nephrology then? Nefertiti.
Kidney.
Kidney? Nicole Kidney?
Nicole Kidman.
Is she a kidney man?
I've
She
got
was-
a couple of
she
those.
was-
Everybody's got a couple of kidneys up their sleeves. Let me just put it that way.
How many are there?
A couple.
I think you just passed the class. What else is there to learn about a fucking kidney?
You're telling me, I'm in pharmacy school, like
What do you do?
what else do I need to know about the kidney,
Hey, let me count these pills. Here's your pills.
Here's
Nothing
your
hard.
pills. I've got pills for you.
I'm gonna put this shot in you. Boink. I'm done.
I'm gonna jab you.
I didn't even make the shot either. It just sent to me like this.
I put it and pull out a fridge and it's all good.
What do you guys even do? And this is where our tax dollars are going. Is your graduation next week?
Graduation is on Saturday, so the day
Saturday?
the day after you're hearing this, I will be graduated.
I didn't realize it was on Saturday.
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
Don't think I'm gonna make it. Got something going on. Nah, I'm gonna watch it. Is it in the morning?
Yeah, it's at 10 in the morning.
No, can't make it. Can't make it that day.
You could watch it on your phone.
I'm gonna
if
watch it
you're
in my
going-
bed while I'm.
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
could
doing.
You could do that.
You know
if
what I'm
want.
doing. You know what I.
You
You know what I like
you
to do in
could.
the morning.
You know,
You spent the night with me. Don't
yeah,
lie.
a lot. I spent the night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every morning, 10 a.m.
every morning he would just wake up and just start cranking it.
Just start cranking it out for the
He'd start
boys and
churning his
girls.
butter.
Yep. That's just a typical Saturday for me, really. No, I'm gonna be there. Wow, Saturday, huh?
Yep. I get my bachelor's of science
Wow, then you'll be smarter than I am.
officially.
Well, I'm kind of.
I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it in written language. It's gonna say it in old timey text. It's gonna say, "This certifies that P. Gavin McRaven is 100 million times smarter than the Carson Patrick Rolfe."
I don't think we can have this show together anymore.
Okay.
I can't do a show with someone who's
And it's gonna have the signature of the president of the United States and president of the school,
Joe Byron.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
What if they had the president's signature?
Have you ever heard of the President's Award in school?
What's your favorite president?
William Henry Taft.
What's your favorite president you ever got for your birthday?
My favorite president I ever got for my birthday, it would probably be Axel Figo.
What Assenville?
Secondly, I got Axel Figo. I got a lot of Axel Figos.
Like what?
Carson. Hold on.
I'm
I
excited about you
don't-
graduating. It's actually 1 month
I know.
from my birthday.
I know. I'm really excited. So I got this. I'm not gonna spoil this, but you know the 12 pack I bought, right?
Yeah.
We were
that
gonna try it on
do
this week's
today.
show.
Right.
I ran out of Dr. Pepper, and I was debating if I was gonna try this without you here,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, thank God. You can't have somebody bring you some? You have
No, I just
2 roommates.
no. I definitely could probably just like have somebody go grab some. I just didn't think about it.
So you're still out of Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, I'm still out of Dr. Pepper.
What have you been drinking?
Water.
I would do this right now, but I don't think I have DoorDash on my phone. I was going to DoorDash you Dr. Pepper, but I don't think I have DoorDash on my phone, so never mind.
The grocery store. What's the grocery store one?
Crimbles.
What?
Crimbles. You can get anything
No.
delivered for free.
Is it actually Crimbles?
Yeah.
I don't think it's Crimbles.
It's Crimbles.
It's not Crimbles.
Crimbles has been around since 1803.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I used to work
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
I was
Oh
a
yeah, no.
part of their marketing team.
You know, oh my goodness.
This free
the
meeting will end in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All right, guys. We're going to have to wrap it up.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
I guess maybe I'll try and start a meeting and we'll see if that works. Let's let this one run out. Oh, yeah. Now I got the timer in the corner.
yeah.
We'll let this one run out and then we'll restart another one. This is going to be such a annoying. It's it's a pain in the ass because these Zoom meetings are nice when they work because I have like almost no editing to do.
Yeah.
But then these ones that fuck up give me way more editing than I ever have to do, which is so annoying because I don't get paid shit for this.
Well, I know today was already pretty annoying for you, Ed, so I really do hate to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a little. Luckily, I won't edit this today, but yeah, it was kind of an annoying. Just an annoying day. It happens, folks.
I hate Mondays.
Listen, all I can say is I am so
39.
blessed to be doing what I'm doing, and that's
39
really
buried,
all I can
0
say
found.
is that I am #blessed. So I have nothing.
The Met Gala is
Nothing to
tonight,
complain
Carson. How are you
Right.
celebrating?
I found out it was the Met Gala about 2 hours after the Met Gala started. So
That was exactly what my thoughts were too. I saw somebody posting about the Met Gala like last night about how it was somebody had found like had gotten Lil Nas X's last Met Gala outfit from 2018, I think, with like the gold like night suit.
Or the one where he like had 3 different outfits that all changed.
Yeah, I think so.
That one.
And so he had one of them that was like a gold outfit, and I was like, oh, I guess the Met Gala is coming up soon. And then I was like, oh, it's. And then I woke up tonight after my nap, and I was like, oh, I guess it's happening now, and people are posting about it. It's like I just don't give a fuck about celebrities. I'm sorry, but I just don't. I great that they're spending a lot of money and they're looking good and they feel good, but also like, what's the fucking point? Like seriously, what the flying fuck is the fucking point?
Dude, but did you even see what Travis Tucker was wearing? He was wearing his
Did you see
best
Billy?
dress
Did you see
ever.
Billie Eilish? Billie Eilish wore something really cool too.
Bobby Lashley, famous wrestler, had the best Met Gala outfit this year we've ever seen. You couldn't believe what he was seeing. Him and Dave Chappelle walked out. Bobby Lashley and Dave Chappelle, they both came out at the same time. They were both wearing leotards, and they both said, "Kiss me, I'm the cook." And it was the most beautiful display of affection we've ever seen in a million years. Nobody's had a better presidency than I have. Thank you.
Carson, I want you to be Donald Trump on the red carpet, and I'm gonna be an interviewer.
Okay.
Can you do that? Okay.
Of course. Hello.
And we see here we have Donald J. Trump with us. Oh,
Hey.
sorry. And we have Donald J. Trump with us here tonight. Don, how are you feeling tonight?
Are you with CNN? You're not with CNN, are you? Because if you're with CNN, I really don't want to talk to you.
No, I'm not with CNN. I'm with MSNBC.
Okay, still fake news, but I will let it slide. What are your questions?
You know, Don, how would you like me to call you? What would you like me to call you?
You can call me Donnie. You can call me Donnie J. My son, Eric, likes to call me the Big Don. He always likes to call me the Big Don because I'm just so big and my penis is enormous, and all of my kids have seen it, and they're so impressed by the size of my humongo penis.
You know, that's a great observation
Thank
there,
you.
Donnie. I really appreciate it. You know, so who have been some of your favorite outfits here tonight at the Met Gala? I'm sure you've seen a lot of great dressed actresses, actors over your course of your presidency, and even before then. You know, big business mogul here in front of us, guys, and you know, who have you outfits tonight?
You know, speaking of business Mongols, we have to talk about the greatest Mongol of them all, Mr. Genghis Khan. He was the best Mongol we've ever seen, and really, nobody's worn better outfits than Genghis Khan. I model a lot of my life after Genghis Khan. I'm really impressed with the work he's done. You know, he killed something like 10 million people during his reign of terror. Genghis Khan, really someone.
So you
we
have a
should
lot of
all look up
relatives
to.
then? Are you related, Donald? Are you related to Genghis Khan?
You know what some people say, that I kind of look a little bit Oriental, and so I kind of take that into effect, and I think that I could be related to Genghis Khan because of
Maybe a little.
maybe a little, but we're not for sure. I do have an Oriental look to me, and some people have been saying, lots of people have been
Have
talking
people
about
ever asked
that.
you? I mean, I know it is May, as you know, is
Is it gay month? Is this month
no,
gay
it's not
month?
Gay Month. That's next month.
Oh, okay.
This is
I always
Asian
skip those.
Heritage Month.
Oh, it
do you have
is.
any Asian heritage in the family?
You know what
Don?
people say about a little? Lots of people say that I look a lot like Genghis Khan. I have a very familiar resemblance to Genghis Khan. Oh, look at that. There goes Little Nasty X. Little Nasty X, he probably has one of my favorite outfits this year. Not comparing him to the great Mongol Genghis Khan. He was one of the greats of our time. Probably one of the best dressed presidents we've had ever. You
All right,
know,
thank
he
you so
used to
much for
wear
your-
an
all
iron
right,
kilt.
all right,
They called it
Donald.
an iron kilt that he would wear. And he would wear it every time he would swing his blade, killing women, children, whatever was in his path. Nothing stopped Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan, one of the greatest presidents of our generation.
Thank you, Donald, for your time, and enjoy your rest of your night at the Met Gala tonight.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you. So that was our feet on the floor at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
We had Donnie call in for the what did he call in for? Oh,
Yeah,
the slap
we-
at the
yeah.
Oscars.
Yeah. We
And he's back for the Met Gala.
he's a great guest to have on every week.
Right.
One thing I sent you was this rally of sorts that costs like $119 for a ticket.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Josh Hawley is a keynote speaker at this. And do you recall anything that you've seen about this convention?
You want to know what I've seen about this convention? Absolutely zip. I haven't seen
Carson,
anything.
You
about
are
this
underestimating
convention.
how manly this convention is.
Well, I've been told before that I am not a very manly man. Stronger Men's Conference in Springfield, Missouri. I did not know it was in Springfield. Oh wow, their webpage is already glitching out. So glitchy.
Let's go.
Wait, hold on. This might be really funny. Oh, it's like sized weird. So like if
Can you share the screen? Can you share your
Oh
screen?
yeah. Let's hope it doesn't break everything.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hopefully there's no pornography. You see my screen?
Yeah.
So like, do you see how like fucked up it is? Like, what is happening? This is not good. But it was like, let's see if it'll glitch out again. I was like scrolling down and this is glitching. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, what?
It's
What is
like
that?
glitching out. I don't know. Okay, so anyway, so this is their webpage. We got, see, it was just glitched again. We got John Lendell. I don't know if he's related
Son
to
of
Mike.
Son of Mike.
Oh, is he? Oh, I need to hide.
No,
my-
I don't know.
I need to hide my emails. I just realized.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's fine. I can crop it. Then we got Senator Josh Hawley, Craig Groeschel. Oh, no, I was about to say all white people, but we got Earl McLean. Everyone's favorite. Everybody
yeah.
knows Earl McLean. So let's go over what it is. Each year, what do you mean each year? We have an amazing opportunity to welcome Friday night entertainment.
Bull
Andrew-
riding, motocross,
Rest-
sweaty men beating up on each other.
Wrestling. So this was going on over the weekend from the 28th to 29th. Well, it was only 2 days. That was... Hopefully there's nothing showing up weird here. Probably is, but that's okay. Thursday and Friday. Wow, they didn't even get a Saturday slot.
Yeah, they had to make sure that there was no conflicts.
At the GSB Arena. What is the GSB Arena? I won't look it up because I'm not in incognito. Let's go to the facts. What's
Can
the
my son come with me?
Wait, do you see that? Oh, that's
Yeah, right there.
awesome. We
We
highly
highly recommend that you bring your son with you to the conference. Our recommended age for sons sharing the conference experience with their families is 12 years and older. Registration is required for both you and your son. Please note, for safety reasons, minors must be accompanied by an adult at all times during the conference.
Wow. Are there any airports nearby to fly into?
There are 2 airports in the Springfield, Missouri area that you can use to fly into the Springfield Branson Airport, which is closest to the conference, and the Branson Airport. There are also several nearby hotel options to choose from.
This is my favorite part of the schedule. Let's go over the schedule.
Pre-conference activities. I wonder what that entails.
Well, you know what pre-conference is. We got Strongerman Outfitters and Concessions open. Opening session, Friday night entertainment. Next day, arena doors open at 7 a.m. One thing I just quickly glanced at whenever the thing got hung up is that, check this out. Oh, it is. Wait a minute. Hold on. It does say Friday, Saturday.
What?
Oh, it was Friday, Saturday. Why did I must have been looking at the wrong month then. So it was Friday, Saturday. But look at this. Look at Saturday's time. 7 a.m. it starts. It's over by 1 p.m. It's over by 1. But Friday is like, nah, we're going 3 to 10:30. We're going to get crazy.
So that's bizarre to me because, like, most of the time, like, I would say if they stayed up late the night before, they're going to let people sleep in a little bit. But
Right. That's kind of what I thought too.
I like how
This is just
it just takes you up and down the page as
I
if
know.
you've never, like, scrolled up and down the page already.
This is making me so annoyed. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on at this conference though. Still, oh, we've had. Why are you telling me what you're actually having though?
Join us. Wait, hold on. You can view highlights.
Oh,
Conference
let's see.
highlights right there.
But this is just things that could happen.
We don't know what's going to happen to this.
2021. I want to
You
know
know, we
what's
don't-
happening this year.
Look, there's a guy throwing a football.
Oh, it's
Look,
Johnny.
there's some younger.
That's probably Tim Tebow, if I had to guess.
That's not Tim Tebow.
Who is it then? Tim Tebow's a big Christian boy.
I don't know who that is.
Kurt Vonnegut.
Oh, Kirk Cousins.
Who the fuck
I
is...
think that's who that is.
Who's Kurt Cousins?
Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Warner. Wow, this is really, really cool stuff here. Wow, so
Yeah,
they
that's
have
Kirk
been doing this
Cousins.
for
He's a
while.
quarterback. He's a quarterback for the Vikings.
I never knew that. Why was he? I wonder why he was there.
Well, because he's a strong man.
This went all the way back to 2017.
Wow, that looks like fun. I'm pretty sure Sean can do that.
Maybe not that much weight, but yeah, Sean can do that. So it was a Christian conference as far as I'm aware, which is interesting though because I don't see any mention of Christian. Well, it was by the James River Church, which is a huge mega church thing
really?
that has like
we mentioned mega churches a couple weeks ago, and I can't believe that this didn't even pop up on our radar.
we got a lot of slapback for it.
We got a lot of slappers.
We got a lot of slap. What? I didn't even. What is even happening with this page? Well, folks, we did miss it this year. Maybe next year we can go to the Stronger Men's Conference. You know I'm calling this episode the Stronger Men's Conference.
Why
for
didn't
sure.
they post anything from 2022? Like, they're already advertising it for next year. No, you're right. You're right.
They're not advertising for next year.
No, go back.
Oh,
April
it does say
2023.
2023. Sorry,
Why
hold
didn't
on,
it go all the way down to the bottom?
Don't worry about it. Wow,
Yeah,
they
it's going on.
are.
Yeah, look at that. Wonder what happened this year.
Wait. My brain is so confused right now because
Wonder what happened.
it just happened though. So
Wonder what happened at this year's conference that made them not want to do it again.
But the 28th and 29th was from this year.
Yeah, no, you looked at the right days.
Yeah, and 28th and 29th of next year is Monday and Tuesday.
The fuck is going on?
I don't know. So this is really weird. Here, let's just go ahead and watch the video. Hopefully we won't get flagged. We'll see though. This is fucking sick already.
It's not. I don't get the audio. I'm not getting the audio.
Oh, sorry. It's just
Wow.
music. It's like dubstep,
Space.
you can imagine. Craig Rouseland, Earl McLean, Josh Hawley, John Lindell.
You have what it
Hold on, go back. Did that have like
No
42
weapon formed against you
in the
will
back?
pro-
There was definitely like. Go back just a little bit more. Right before this. There's a guy throwing a t-shirt out into the crowd. Right there. Is that
Well, it's just whoever this guy is, Bobby Boslin.
right? Okay, yeah.
You have what it takes.
Wow, this
No
is-
weapon formed against you will prosper. Rise up, men of God. Be prepared to fight and fight to
They
win.
probably spent a lot of money on this, huh?
40% off!
This weekend only?
But look at
Holy
this.
sh-
They're saying 2023, April 29th to 28th to 29th.
They just posted this like 2 days ago.
Yesterday. What is going on? Men of
Let's go
God
through some
should
of these
be
comments.
Men of God should be humble, compassionate, and meek. When in doubt, look to Saint Joseph. I'm sure good intentions, but very, very misguided. Wait, what?
Wow, he looked like he was on the right path there. Then,
That threw me
yo,
off.
this sounds like a good time. I'm a cis God-fearing man. How do I join?
Yeah, that's my boy.
Please tell me this is a joke and did not really happen.
How did you get here then? This didn't happen yet. This is happening next year. What do you guys mean? This is promo for next year, you guys, and it's gonna have the same.
What happened
speakers.
this year? Why can't we see what happened at all this year?
We
Seriously.
gotta search it up. Stronger
Men convention.
Men Conference
2022.
Where
There we go. Go to the Facebook.
The Facebook? I don't want to
Yeah.
pull up my Facebook. I have a lot of weird things on there. Well, here's the teaser for this year.
Oh. Be strong in the Lord. And
See, but this
his
one was saying 29th
might.
to the 30th, which was Saturday to Sunday.
Okay. Well, yeah, of course it's gonna be Sunday.
But they're saying next year is Monday to Tuesday or something like that. Or
no,
yeah.
it's the same. No. Let's see. This year was 29/30, so it's Friday, Saturday, and then next year is what 28/29.
Which is a Monday, Tuesday. Swear to God.
No. That's that is
April.
also another Friday, Saturday.
Of April?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right. God damn it. Why am I looking at the wrong dates? Okay.
What day do you think it is, Carson?
I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ.
We should also watch Why Can't I Stop after this.
What if that involves masturbation?
I'm gonna mute it this time because I think I'm gonna have to take the audio out of the next one, or the one before. I've definitely seen things whenever I've gone to check for jobs that have asked if I wanted to apply to
John Lindell's
James
Power
River
company?
Church. No, to work for James River Church, and every time I've been like, I really don't want to.
This is in a different arena. Next year it's in a different arena.
Jesus, so they were just like, let's just get right to it, huh?
I wonder how many of you have a bad
Can you turn on
habit,
closed captions? I wanna
something
read
you
this.
wished you
Yeah.
didn't do, and you've tried to break that habit, but you can't seem to break it. I wonder how many of you, maybe at some point, you just prayed out to God, like, God,
guy's
will you
stripped.
please help me stop?
Yeah, what
Not
the
this
fuck?
whole,
That guy's got a stiff
You
ass
might
jacket
even
on
negotiate
too.
with God and say,
It's
like,
starched.
if you will,
Hold on.
It's well starched.
Okay. It looks like he's wearing a longer short sleeve and then a long sleeve underneath the longer short sleeve.
All I see
what it looks
is
Look at our right, but his left arm. Doesn't it look like there's another shirt underneath there?
no, I think you might just be seeing it weirdly. To me, it just looks like he's wearing a shirt under a starched jacket thing.
That's pretty fucking cool though.
I
that
won't
guy is
ever
stripped down.
again,
He's got the
you know,
comment
please,
booth and
God,
everything.
just help me stop. I don't want to do this.
I definitely need a soundbite that. Help me, God, please. Wait, let me
I
hear it
won't
again.
ever again, you know, please, God, just help me stop. I don't want to do this.
That's so good. Oh, I gotta have you hear how he says it too. Hold on. It's so good. Please, God, help me stop. I don't want to do this. Oh, hold on. I gotta stop the share. I gotta stop the count.
Stop the share. Stop the share.
Everybody, please stop the share.
Please stop the share.
Please stop share. We don't like any of your music.
Here, this is it.
You might even negotiate it with God and say, like, you know, if you will, I won't ever again, you know, please, God, just help me stop. I don't want to do this.
It's so good. I love that.
Please, God, help me. I just don't want to do this.
I just don't want to do this. Help me stop. Please just help me stop.
You know, the thing is, the thing that I don't get the appeal of the mega church.
I don't either.
I don't. Because
even as a Christian, I don't.
yeah,
I
even as
don't.
someone who attends church, you know,
Occasionally.
on
yeah,
occasionally, yeah.
I don't want to act like I'm going straight to heaven.
I gotta work my way there. I gotta get plenty of years under my belt.
I'm going to put it off till my olden age when I have nothing to do besides sit and rot in a church.
What are you saying?
Uh,
Mega churches.
yeah. There's just something about it where it's like, doesn't any of that kind of put you off that like they have that much money as a church at all? Doesn't that ever that would cross my mind every day I walked in that church?
Yeah,
It's like, man, they have a lot of money.
I've never.
I haven't seen any community outreach programs for many of these churches because they'll have these events, but they won't have community outreach stuff.
They do, like the one I always think of. Harvester Christian Church.
Yeah.
Not to put a local church on blast or anything.
Yeah,
But I kind of consider them like a mega church, even though like now, like 10 years
I would
ago.
say they've gotten really big over the past like 15.
I think they've gotten a little bit smaller actually, because
Really?
like 10 years ago I'd have been like, that's a mega church. But like I
Really?
think in the past 10 years we've gotten like even bigger churches. I still consider it a mega church, but like
Do you think
I would
Josh
say they're
Hawley would be
like-
a good mega church?
just him.
Yeah, just him as like.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he would have a good religion?
Have you seen how he kisses his wife?
No, I haven't. Pucker up, Buttercup.
It's gonna take me too long to pull it up. But I would say like they're one of like the better mega churches in my opinion. I mean, I haven't checked their taxes or anything like that. Oh wait, they don't pay taxes. Never mind, it's a church. So I can't say for sure, but like they do like community outreach stuff.
Yeah.
Like they do like the Upward
I'm saying,
basketball.
like, this-
They do other things. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, no, I take that back. I went. There was one time my grandma took me there, so I do know they have community outreach programs.
yeah, they do quite a bit. I don't, you know.
I'm saying like this James River Church. I
I-
think that this is an interesting. This would be an interesting deep dive.
Right.
One night, if I'm really bored, to look into all these churches and maybe
Right.
you know what their finances are looking like.
Let's check their taxes.
Yeah, let's
I
check their
don't.
taxes.
I'm not gonna say anything for sure. So I'm gonna tiptoe around this, but I believe a friend of ours, one of his parents works for James River Church. I think so. That's as far as I'm gonna go with that. Don't try and guess who it is. I'll tell you later. But
Oh, okay.
I want to say this person. I think if I'm remembering correctly, but I don't know what their opinion is on it. They could literally just be doing. I mean, like I considered working for them because it was a job in film. You know what I mean? Film
Yeah.
and television production. So, I'm not gonna hold it against them. But yeah, it would be interesting. I think there's probably plenty of research out there that people have already done on them. But yeah, no, that is a good point of like, what I was gonna say whenever you said like, why are people so like attracted to these mega
Yeah.
churches and stuff, even though it's like you're just looking at people with a lot of money, not really doing much with it besides like building their empire.
God.
I don't know what it is. I think it's just like, we like the celebrity, we like money, and we like seeing people have money, and like maybe if we surround ourselves with people who have more money, or like in a world that has more money, that's like attractive to certain people, or
That's Scientology, right?
maybe or maybe it's like, I don't know, just
I don't know.
maybe that has
I would
nothing to
have
do
to
with
ask
wealth.
somebody-
I don't know.
I have to ask somebody who attends a mega church, like what
Right.
other than obviously it being a church. But I'm saying, like, why would you not choose to go to a smaller church where you have more of a like personal connection with
Right.
people around you?
Why don't you question it more and kind of look at it a little weirdly?
Yeah,
But actually, I don't even know if I know anybody who attends a mega church, to be honest with you.
I don't either.
Like I just
So
don't,
I'd have to find somebody.
which probably
just gonna-
means something.
We should go stand outside of a church at 10 in the morning and hand out
with a big
these-
sign.
Yeah. We should do things that like people from mega churches do, where they go to schools and hand out Bibles after school,
Right,
or
right.
like, we should do that kind of thing. But instead, we hand them like ways to break chastity and stuff like that. I think that would be really funny.
Right. We'll give them Playboy mags.
Yeah, there we go. Give them porno mags to underage people. I'm sure that is legal.
That's not where I was going with
Oh. Well, I mean,
that.
they were.
You've gotten in trouble for that before. The tables have turned. Yeah, that's there's been plenty of deep dives on mega churches. If you want to see some funny videos of people in mega churches, go watch some of Vic Berger's videos.
Yeah, I have seen. Yeah.
Shout out to VB4, part of the Holy Trinity.
What? I forgot. VB4.
VB4,
Yeah, there we go.
right? Isn't that it?
This says I love you.
This means I love you. Gavin, I had a wedding on Saturday. Typical blue-collar wedding, as usual. It's never not funny.
Anybody who's new to the show, a typical blue collar wedding is run of the mill.
Right.
You got the you got the pictures. You got the pictures in the morning. You get the ceremony, and then you have the big party bash afterwards.
And everybody looks forward to the party later because you get cake. Everybody looks forward to the cutting of the
looks forward
wedding
to it.
cake.
So
Typical-
typical blue collar wedding.
Yeah,
In
no
our-
slacks or nice slacks. Button-up shirt.
Yeah.
The bride's got
nothing
her.
too out of the ordinary. No cultural or ethical weddings.
Right, your typical whites.
ethnic weddings. Typical white supremacy wedding.
I was gonna
right
say
here.
your typical white. Everybody's wearing their typical whites and blacks.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say
Separate
it
from
differently
each other.
Right, like the bride wears the white and the groom wears the black. Right.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
is separate.
And you got white shirt, black pants. You don't want to have black pants, white parent, white. You know, you
White
don't want
parents.
White. Yeah. So
It was-
typical blue collar wedding.
Right, and I bring it
Run
up.
of the mill.
I don't always talk about. I'll mention that I did a wedding, but I usually don't go into detail on it.
You did once a couple times.
I'm
I think
sure
a
I
couple
have.
times you have.
Anytime we bring it up being a blue collar wedding, it usually goes somewhere. But
You tried to bring it up last week too.
I think I did. Yeah, no, I definitely
Yeah.
said it was a blue collar wedding.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say about this one is that it was definitely the best couple I've ever worked with.
Carson's
because-
500th wedding anniversary.
That's it, guys. I've did my
He's
500.
photographed his 500th wedding.
I'm finally done it, and I'm finally out. But this was my favorite couple because they were just so funny, like, and just
Typical
like
blue collar though.
typical blue collar, but really funny. They were hilarious. Like they were just so witty and great at cracking jokes and everything. And obviously, I won't get into details of names or anything because of certain things they said that I kind of want to talk about. That was really funny. But they were just so funny, and it was a very small wedding party. It was literally the bride and groom, and then they had a best man and matron of honor, who they were all like, just like 4 best friends, like super close, and like they were just as funny as the other people. Like it was just like it was just great. It was just like perfect scenario, and how I knew it was gonna be great was as soon as I got to the hotel, because in case you don't know, the company I work for, we film the whole day. Typically, not every single time. If it's a blue collar wedding, we will. So we usually get there in the morning and film them getting ready and stuff like that. So usually the lead, which I am a lead, will go and get the bride getting ready. And so this time it was at a hotel, sometimes at a house, blah, blah, whatever. So I get to the hotel room, and there's just a few people in there, and I go in and I introduce myself, and, you know, we're kind of talking back and forth. And
Hi,
then I'm
I'm
like,
Carson, and I'm not a pervert.
I'm Carson, and I'm fine. I'm okay. And we got done talking. I was like, anything you need from me? Like anything you need at all? And she stops for a second. She's like, if you got any heroin, that would be nice. Like if you have any on you. And I started laughing. And at first it didn't register. And then I was like, oh no, not on me and everything like that. And everybody in the room's like cracking up. He's like, why would you say that? Like, never met this person in my entire life, and that's the first thing she says to me. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be great.
And you guys fell in love right there.
And we fell in love, and we got married at the end of the day. I went to the groom and I said, give me your suit. I married your bride to be. She's now my wife, and she's living with me on my compound. I pay her and I feed her every day, and I give her water. But it was such a fun time, and just to have that like as the starting point for the day was just like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Did you get that on film?
I did. No,
You
I got
did,
plenty.
actually?
I got plenty of other things they said, but
Oh,
obviously
okay.
none of that will be used. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because it was just so funny to me. And also, I need your
Have
help.
you ever been requested to record any weddings on VHS?
Oh God, no. Why would we ever?
Just out of curiosity.
Just a curious. You know.
I'm gonna say with our generation of like Gen Z, I would imagine that's where some people might want to do it, or how they want to do it. Not me,
I would.
but I'm just saying
It'd be cool to like have
maybe
somebody who knew how to operate like a
the big
16 or
old-ish,
32.
like a big, yeah.
But like actual film, it would be cool to
Oh,
just have
really?
somebody
Yeah.
like capture some moments of that, like for my wedding when I get married, whenever that is. If there's any girls out there who like me, let me know if we can get
If
married.
there's any girl,
If there's any girl that-
But I thought about a joke during the day that I don't entirely know how the joke would be, and I want your help writing. I want your help writing this joke. It's for my comedy special.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I was thinking somebody had brought up.
Is this part?
It
of
was
the
actually
joke
on the
or
way
you
to the
just-
wedding. Yeah,
Oh.
this is the joke. It was actually on the way to the wedding. I was listening to a podcast, and somebody brought up Dixie cups. And what do you think of when you think of whenever you hear Dixie cup? What do you think of?
I think of mouthwash.
But I'm talking about just the cup itself. What does a Dixie cup
Flowery.
look like?
Small, flowery.
Small, exactly. So I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if the Dixie cup company is pissed off that everybody thinks of their cups as being small, and if they're
Their
mad that they
Dixie's
can't
being
make
small.
bigger cups. Like if the owner of if Mr. Dixie himself is like Mr. Dixie D'Amelio is pissed off because he can't make big cups because everybody just knows him for small cups.
It's a good one, Carson.
Thanks. It was just the thinking I thought about it. You know, when you brought up VHS wedding, it got me thinking because Matt Carlin, Captain Carlin, producer of Office Hours Live, the podcast that I told me, we were talking about how I film weddings and stuff like that, and he told me that Eric Wareheim of Tim and Eric fame started out actually doing wedding films too on like VHS, like whatever it
Over the
was.
shoulder cameras.
Yeah, whatever the type of film it was. And so he was just thinking about how funny it was, how much it's changed since then. And because I explained him how like we do our days, and he's like, oh yeah, they would just show up and like film the ceremony. I'm like, it's a little bit more advanced than that now.
We got plenty more storage now, and
But we got lots of storage now. We can fill their whole things and make a whole story out of it.
But I thought that was an interesting tidbit that maybe not everybody knows. Or maybe you do.
And nobody cares.
I think Eric actually posted about it once, so I'm just gonna go fuck myself. Speaking of office hours, did you see? Did I tell you about how about Bob Odenkirk's jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in case the audience doesn't know, Bob Odenkirk was on last week, 2 weeks ago, and he was wearing a jacket, and it ended up being a Better Call Saul final season cast and crew jacket. And he left it at the studio, and I guess they were talking to him, and he was just like, just, auction it off and, give the money to charity. Which is like, oh, cool. And so I helped Matt and I set up the auction and got it going, and actually ended today. And what do you think that jacket sold for?
$23,000.
That's really high. It sold for $2,500.
Oh, okay.
But that's a
Pretty
lot,
good.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's way more than I was expecting. I don't know what everyone else is expecting, but I expected it to be
I was
way
expecting
less.
it to be like absolutely astronomical.
Oh, really? I thought it was gonna be like way, like I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, a couple hundred maybe, but $2,500. That's insane to me. I was like, what in the
Somebody
world?
must have really liked Better Call Saul.
I guess so. I don't know why. It's a stupid show. I'm just kidding. I've never seen it. I still need to see.
stupid.
I still need to watch Breaking Bad. I walked in on my
Yeah, me
parent.
too.
I walked in on my parents watching Better Call Saul once.
Oh yeah, no, I walked in on my parents watching Breaking Bad like multiple times. I would
walked-
actually,
Really?
yeah, they would be
And
watching.
they're
it
like,
down
go to your
there.
room.
Yeah, no, I would. Mom or dad, if you're listening to this, I would. They know this, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at like they would put us to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and whenever we were like 8 or 9 years old. that was-
Assholes.
Yeah, and I'm remember like hearing them laugh or stuff like that at, like night, and it would always be down in the living room. So I would walk out of my room and go down the stairs and like watch the TV from our stairs.
Oh
Or,
yeah.
like listen to them basically.
Did you ever get caught?
Yeah, I did multiple times.
And what did they say?
I don't remember, but I just remember doing that, and that's a key part of my life. So maybe it'll jog some memory. I think that was also whenever they would watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't know if I ever walked down on them watching that, but
When Bryan Cranston hears this, he's probably tearing up just thinking about
oh yeah, I bet.
how you watched
Same
that.
thing with Bob Odenkirk.
Right. Friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Whenever I walked in on my parents, they said, Carson, you didn't see any of this happen. They shooed me away. That was the last time I ever walked in on them.
I walked in on them fighting in the bed. It was weird.
I walked in on my parents beating the shit out of each other with lead pipes. It was not a pretty scene, but I let it slide.
Blood everywhere, but it wasn't a big deal.
Blood all over
They
the
were just
dance
having
floor.
they were just having fun.
They were having fun. They told me, this is fun. We're just
They
having
told me
fun.
They told me this is how I have fun.
They told me
Well,
you're
Carson-
next. You're definitely gonna be next. We're gonna beat you around with a lead pipe.
Carson, what you listening to this week?
Did you know that Elon bought Twitter?
Yeah, no, we talked about that, Carson.
Oh, I got a joke.
Yeah, we already talked about that joke, Carson.
Oh shit, we did. I am listening to, again, keeping up with my trying to branch out a little bit more to kind of spread my seed across the earth,
Spread
to
the joy.
expand, to get back into my roots of my love for music, and not, surround myself with just hardcore metalcore stuff all the time, even though it is mostly what I listen to. I try and branch out. And I'm going to start suggesting, different things, new things that are new to me or whatever. And this week I was listening to a little bit of like kind of old punk, like early punk stuff. So like Misfits. No, like Misfits, the Ramones. Those are the main two I was listening to. And I forgot how much I like this song. And I think one of the
I think it's called Blitzkrieg Bop.
Blitzkrieg Skop. I think the first time I heard it and remember really liking it was back when I was in New York last year, when I was in like this like really weird like vintage kind of punk store, and they were playing this song. Because when I heard it, I was like, man, I know I've heard that song and I really like it, but I don't remember why. And I think that's where I first heard it. So the song is Hybrid Moments by the Misfits. It's on their 19. Oh, interesting. It was recorded in 78, but it was not released in its entirety until 1996. I didn't know that. So it was originally recorded in the 70s, but didn't come out till 96. And I was kind of confused by that because this was still when Danzig was the singer. So that's why I was like 96. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, the album's called Static Age from 96, technically. But yeah, Hybrid Moments, just a really good song. I do like the Misfits, but they're a really interesting band if you like listen to them, especially like Danzig era is like, I don't know, it's just like very like
Glenn
Danzig. It's weird because like
of Danzig fame.
It's like punk beats, but like he sings like he's like, I don't even know. He just like doesn't sing like fast. It's like very like
Robert.
It's almost like kind of Morrissey singing, but not sound like
really?
Morrissey,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
I don't know what
I'm
the word
standing
is.
in a car.
Yeah, but it's like punk beats are going on, but it's like I don't know. I don't know the words for it. Great music, great song. Gavin, what are you listening to?
I'm listening to Genesis, Genesis, their album from
93.
From 1977 called Seconds Out, where they played, it's a live album. They played a great mix of actually some of my favorite songs of all time by this band. Afterglow, Firth of Fifth, I Know What I Like, Lamb Lies Down, that kind of thing.
When did you say, what was it called again, and when did it come out? I'm sorry.
Seconds Out.
What year?
1977. It's really good, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I went to a concert on Tuesday night, wore a mask that night, so that was the night that I started to feel bad. But I was like, I'm gonna wear a mask even though I may not feel as great, but I'm still gonna go. So I went, and went with my dad. It was at the River City Casino, which was in a very weird place. And I can't believe they haven't shut down the highway that leads up to it.
Inside or outside?
Inside.
Oh, I didn't even know
Yeah.
they did concerts inside there.
It was like a small like event area, but
Right.
Basically the guitarist from Genesis, who
Pete Townsend?
No, Steve Hackett played with a band, and that was really cool to see him in person.
Right.
and it was a lot of fun to go. There was a lot of really old people, and there was someone. One of the reasons why I even was slightly deaf from that concert was because someone behind me was whistling, like doing like the really loud, like mouth and finger and mouth whistle, like right behind me, and that made my left ear go deaf.
Right.
They were doing it so loud. It was unnecessary. And then the couple in front of us also kept getting up, and it was like, dude, can you just sit the fuck down?
Oh, I hate that.
It
That's
was
my
like,
least
and we were
favorite.
all sitting down. All of us were sitting down at the show. No angling or anything.
Oof.
So they were just getting up and going somewhere.
Right. You
It was
should
just-
the person behind you should have grabbed their arm and just started like jamming their fingers in their mouth, just
Yeah, and it just grabbed them by the back of their head and
and
yeah,
just
but-
rip their face
was-
off.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at the amount of people who were there and the amount of people who recognized the songs, because I didn't think that there were that many people that liked early Genesis, like pre Phil Collins becoming like the main person, you know.
Was it all Genesis songs that he played?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have any
Well,
solo stuff.
No, he does have solo stuff. I
Okay.
take that back. His first set was all solo stuff, but I missed it because I was at an award ceremony.
Yeah.
And then the next set was that basically the entire album front to back. And
Which
it was really
album?
good. Seconds Out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You didn't. I don't think
It's-
you said that, so I didn't know.
Yeah, he
That's
played
awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. So it was super duper cool. The drummer was fantastic. The bassist was going crazy. The guy who played like all the auxiliary instruments, like flute and saxophone and like drum pad and stuff like that. He, for some reason, there's a flute solo in Firth of Fifth, and instead of playing it on the flute, he played on saxophone, which was really weird. And
That is
then.
weird.
And then in later songs, he was able to play the flute in its entirety, and it was like, why the fuck did you not just play that in the flute solo section during? Why did you not play a flute during the flute solo section?
Maybe he forgot.
So yeah, that's why I told Dad. I'm like, it's very similar, so I'm surprised that he was playing saxophone during that. So
Right, was your dad pissed?
yeah, my dad was absolutely pissed. Yeah, Well, it was
Music
pretty funny, though.
snob.
Like, yeah. It was funny because anytime that the people in front of us got up or he started playing the saxophone, like we were just like, oh fuck you.
No, I can't. I can't picture you guys doing that.
Oh really? Yeah.
No.
But yeah, it was a lot
I
of fun.
can't
and
picture that.
And it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad Dad invited me to go do that. So
Was it just you and Pop?
yeah, it was just me and Dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Little boys night out.
And Sean was probably playing. Sean was out traveling somewhere, I think.
Sean passed away 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Oh well. Well, everybody, I don't have the outro music, so
What?
sorry.
I don't have it either, to be completely honest with you.
Well,
I'll
everybody-
pipe it in post.
Well, everybody,
I'm going to
thanks
pipe
for
you in post. Wait, before you say that, I remember one thing about the wedding I wanted to bring up. One of the photographers looked exactly like Tim Robinson.
Hell yeah.
Like, it was. I wish I could have taken a pic. I wish I did take a picture of him, but I didn't, and it would just be for me and you to laugh about. But yeah, he even kind of like had the same like facial mannerisms, or like like Tim kind of like will do this whenever he's like, pretending like he's mad about something. Yeah, or like. Yeah, he even had that, and I was just like, I just kept looking at him like, this is so funny to me. Anyway, sorry, I forgot about that, and I had to mention it.
Well, everybody, thanks for listening to the Sex All Kinds podcast episode.
61. Oh, wait, I don't know if we said that at the beginning. We gotta
Episode
we gotta
61.
go-
Thanks for listening.
go back.
Thanks for
Episode
listening,
61.
and keep sharing, keep posting, keep doing whatever you need to do. We'll be here, and we'll be listening,
Hopefully,
you.
with
and you listening to us.
this is the only podcast where the podcast listens back. Hopefully, we will be back with guests soon. We will be back in person next week, the
With a
way
taste
it
test.
should be, not in the hospital.
With a taste test.
Speaking of, you still have your taste and smell, right?
Yes, I do.
Well, it's gonna come in handy next week.
Well, it's going to come in handy then.
Goodbye, bye.